What up, guys? It's episode 13. We out here. I can't be really too energetic because our kids like literally sleeping. Okay, so I had to like keep it down to a minimum. I'm not gonna lie to you, straight off the jump. Okay, so I'm actually gonna whisper the whole entire podcast.
ASMR.
Exactly right. ASMR. How you guys doing today? Anyways, I got my lovely fiance, Alyson. I'm not gonna say her last name because it ain't mine yet, but it gonna be. So we shot like 10 podcasts probably right now. No, just kidding.
Yeah, like 4.
Yeah, more like 4. But yeah. So we got my baby girl here. That's awkward. Round of applause. But yeah, hey, episode 13, man. We're here. We out here. You know what I'm saying? So what we're gonna get in today? We're gonna get into
Everything. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like that.
Good.
Everything. We're getting into everything. I can think like about like 10 things if you want me to talk about right now.
Shut up.
You know what's funny? Girls always got like a lot to talk about, but then it's like when it's time to talk about it, they don't got nothing to really say, because they can say the same thing.
Girls or
women. Women and girls. Okay, I mean, not girls. What? Nah, just kidding. But ain't it funny how girls can just, like, literally... It's funny how Alyson can, like, literally say one thing, but, like, say it 10 different ways. And I'm like, just tell me how. Just tell me the first way, please.
I don't get it.
No? Okay, never mind. And my dog's over here laying on our blanket. Oh my gosh, dude.
And disapproval.
Yeah. Taco literally lives like the depressing life. Taco's our dog, okay? He walks around moping all day about how his life is terrible when he has fresh water and food.
Yeah. And we got him a friend, and then he tried to kill him.
Literally, we got him a husky and then tried to kill him. I'm like, bro, like, what do you want? I'm sorry. And then we got Elias, and he's like, get Elias out my face. So, yeah. I don't know what to do. I'm convinced. Does anybody want him? Okay. Please, no. No, we love him. All right, that's our first kid. Back off. Okay, you're not gonna take our first kid. No. Yeah. So, a little bit about yourself. Who are you? Who is Alyson?
I don't know. Who is she?
Oh my God. Ain't that a girl? Ain't that a girl? I don't know who am I. You tell me who I am. But who are you? Because I'm still trying to figure that out. Honestly, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, because I've been saying that same answer for the past 4 years.
Who am I? It's like the same. It's like that meme. Like, where you want to eat at? No, where you want to eat? Like, when he's like,
the Notebook scene.
Yeah. He's like, what do you want? What do you want? You know how hard it is to pick a restaurant, especially she don't eat meat. She's vegetarian. So it's like, I'm like, bro, I want some chicken. She like, I want some lettuce. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't eat lettuce.
No, she don't. Honestly, she's probably the worst eating vegetarian I know. Pizza, freaking California wings, the whole nine. Yeah. Chipotle bowls is the go-to.
Yeah, literally.
No, but like, bro, talk about yourself.
I mean, I don't really know what to talk about myself, bro.
I'm a mother. My name's Alyson. I have a 1.5-year-old.
Yeah, I mean, all those things are true.
I'm with the most handsome man in the whole entire world. I love him so much.
No,
okay.
No, I mean, all those things are true. You just did it for me.
Okay.
So what's the
that's
next question?
That's who Alyson is. Alyson is a mother that is married. Well, going soon to be married. Yeah. To the most handsome man in the world, and is having a baby. Is currently pregnant. So
yep, 4 months.
If she start crying out of nowhere, it ain't me, bro. I'm telling you, she just sad because she pregnant. All right.
He didn't give me the food I want.
Literally, it's like, bro, when you about to give me the food, I'm like, you just ate, so I don't know what you want me to do. And then
I'm sharing.
Oh, that's what she always said. She's like, I'm eating for 2 people. I'm like, yeah, I get it, but like, and then I'm like, hey, could you go get that for me? She's like, I'm pregnant, and I'm like, okay, sorry, I'll go get it. Anyway,
it's rough.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough for me. Okay, what about me? What about my emotions? Okay. No, I'm just playing. But I wanted to ask you, like, when you as obviously we're not married yet, but
Yeah.
when you like look at a woman in general, what is their role in a marriage setting or in a relationship with somebody?
Okay, so I feel like a marriage setting and a relationship are completely different things. Because I feel like a lot of times, I feel like marriage is not really a thing that happens anymore. So I feel like a lot of times women actually give themselves as a wife in a relationship with a relationship title. Like, you shouldn't be being a wife if you're just a girlfriend. You know, you should be being a girlfriend. You know what I mean? But obviously it's different for us right now because we have kids and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But just like, I'm saying, like, traditionally, like, if I don't know how to explain it.
In a traditional sense.
Yeah, you should be doing your duties as a girlfriend, which is not as much, and then not like living with them or doing anything else besides, you know, those other things until you are actually married. But but like as a wife, I feel like if you have children, you should be at home watching your children. I feel like you should not be working. If your kids are in school or whatever and you don't homeschool, okay, cool, go to work while they're at school. But I don't feel like you should not be with your children to the point where you see them for a few hours when you get home, and they, you know, and then on the weekends. And sometimes not even on the weekends because you work a job that you are, you know.
So you what you're saying is you feel like a wife's duty is to be a mother.
Yeah, I feel like if you're a mom, you should be being a mom. And I feel like a part of it is like, it's all like a line of things. So part of it is women wanting to be independent. Part of it is society, like the fact that you have a kid and you're supposed to go back to work when they're 2 months old and they can't even survive without your body yet. You know what I mean?
No, just for real.
So it's all these different factors and it also too, part of it is like money and economics. Like, they make it nearly impossible for a man to run a household with one income. Like, before, these janitors in the 50s would be a janitor and come home.
Them boys was mobbing at the high school like, hey, I'm bringing bucks in. What you talking about?
Yeah, and they had 5 kids at home with a wife, a car, and a house. You know what I mean?
Take me back there. I want to go back there. Please. I want to go back to the 50s.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, oh, sorry. I keep
you over here making noise. Come on.
I know. No. But, yeah, so I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of factors into why it's a little more harder these days than it is before. But also, too, a lot of it is budgeting and what are you willing to sacrifice, and, like, do you need everything that you think you need? You know what I mean?
That's probably the biggest thing that me and you've been kind of going back and forth. Like, I got rid of my PlayStation. The real reason is because she made me. Like, I wanted to keep it.
Sacrifice.
She's like, you got to get rid of it. And I'm like, I love playing 2K. She's like, make a podcast. And I made the podcast. And look, this is where we are. So, whatever.
Yeah.
No, but, no, like, honestly, it really is, like, just to touch back on, like, the mother thing. Well, wife, because I can't really speak on it because I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak for a woman's perspective. Only she can. But from a male's perspective, I would say that men are made to work.
Yeah.
We're physically able to carry more. Our bodies are able to do the work.
Yeah, and all this is genetic. It's not like opinion based. Like, that's just factual genetics.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to.
And I feel like there's different circumstances for women that have to be independent. Some women don't have a husband and they have to provide for their family. Yeah,
so like I grew up with a single mom pretty much. I had my dad in a part of my life, but like he was more of another child rather than an aid to my mom. So I seen that. I seen, and I also, like, this is the thing, this is the craziest part. Before I became a mom myself and before I got into a very stable, healthy, like, relationship, I thought, like, I was in college. I was planning to get having a career and all, like,
she wanted to be a nurse.
Yeah. I changed a few times. I always wanted to be in the health field, but, like, I was thinking about pathology. I was doing phlebotomy. I wanted to do nursing. I wanted to be a PT. So, like, I wanted to do all these different things. I mean, a PA. but I wanted to do all these different things within the healthcare setting.
And I was gonna say, like, it kind of touches back to what you were saying about being a girlfriend and being a wife.
Mm-hmm.
At the time, like, we were just dating, like, we didn't have kids, and kids were into play and all that.
Yeah.
And I feel like in that case, your circumstances changed because you became a mother, and you're like, I want to be a mother. Like, that's what I want to do now.
Yeah, exactly. So, and also just like watching my mom, I also had like this, like, I wasn't gonna get married. I had all these ideas of growing up, seeing what I seen and experiencing what I experienced. Not that I think that it was bad or that it harmed me in any way, but it was just the way that my brain was hardwired. My mom survived. Like, she had me. She did it completely on her own. No one helped her. She went to college. She got a degree. She got a career now. You know what I mean? She did it completely on her own.
Yes. And Jennifer, that's my mother-in-law, dude. We're probably going to have her on the next episode. I'm sorry. I'm over here messing up things. But, yeah, we're probably going to have her on the next episode. She's a licensed therapist. Yeah. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be fire. Yeah. But,
but like I was saying, like, I grew up seeing that. That's what I knew. That's all I knew. I seen her struggle. I seen her grind. I seen her do what she needed to do to get to where she needed to be. And I just thought that was what my life was going to be. I thought that's what life was. Yeah. You know what I mean? She's always been working. She's always had a few jobs or had a job and went to school or however it needed to be. You know what I mean?
Had to figure it out on her own. Yeah. And yeah, that's crazy because I feel like you said, society kind of puts this on women in the sense of like, they have to be independent. You have to be the strong woman. Yeah. You have to make sure that.
I feel like as much as we like to talk about toxic masculinity and how men are like doing all this and all this stuff, which is very, very, very much true, but I feel like all this positivity to be independent and be the next woman CEO or to have your own business or to make six figures.
Which is good though. No. We're not like discrediting that. Go ahead.
So I think that all that is female toxicity. Yeah. Because you can do that just like you can do anything else. It's not a bad thing to do. It's not a right or wrong decision. You know, what you do is not right or wrong. Yeah. But the fact that you have to do that, or that like you're proving something, you don't have anything to prove. You don't. Just because you're a woman doesn't mean you can't. So it's like, oh well, you're at home and I'm making six figures, or like, you know, the people be like, oh, I'm the cool auntie that's rich and has no kids and stuff. Like, this is all these toxic like things that they're feeding people. Yeah, it's also cool to be at home with your kids making your husband dinner when he gets off work. You know what I mean? Like,
hey, you see, I got a real one over here.
It's just a different life. I mean, you can choose to do what you want to do, but or you can choose to like find a job where you can work at home and still be with your kids and work at home. Like, you know, I'm not saying you have to do anything, but I'm just saying like there's a big push on women that you have to be this big independent, like, you know, you have to do everything like this and that. And like, I seen this quote one day. I was like just scrolling on Instagram and I follow this girl. I don't know what her name is, sorry. But
you got to give the credit. Come on now. You got to find out her name.
Whatever. So she was saying like that she's not against like positive, like, you know, uplifting women or whatever either, but she was saying like, I'm not a feminist because I don't want to be treated like a man. And I felt that because I don't want to be treated like a man. Like, even if Angel went to work all day, he's gonna go outside and he's gonna shovel. Yeah. Because he's the man in the relationship. Yeah. If he was at work all day, he'll probably wait till the weekend, but he'll go outside and he'll go cut the grass.
Oh no, don't dog me. If you want to dog me on my podcast, come on. I'll be cutting the grass. I'll be cutting the grass.
You still do it, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not gonna do that. My garbage will pile up. I'm not taking the garbage out. I'm not a man.
Hey, that boy be piling up. I ain't gonna lie, man. They're recycling like this high. I'm like, no, I'm gonna get to it, babe. Trust me. Just let me finish this real quick.
Yeah, no. But I'm just saying, like, there's certain things that I don't want to deal with that a man has to deal with that I have the pleasure of being a woman to deal with. Like, I don't know. Before feminism, your job was no job. You know what I mean?
She's like, I'm trying to stay at the crib. You know what I'm saying? With my kids.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I did not have this mindset when I was younger. And the more I develop in motherhood and the more I developed in like frugality on these different things that I'm like embracing myself in, like now I want to homestead, which is like growing my own food and like doing all this stuff. So the more that I learn about life and the more that I learn about money and the more that I learn about myself,
being self-efficient.
I want to like do everything kind of reverse, kind of do everything back in time, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And Alyson's kind of been like showing me different stuff on that, and like how much money you can save, and how like the society puts this on us that we need all these things that we don't need. Like we can literally grow our own food. Yeah. We can literally buy our own land, which we were looking into, but
right now it's
like terrible right now to buy any type of land. But these are kind of the things that she like been bringing to the table. Like for me, it's like I make sure I'm working, I bring the money, you make sure that the house is where it needs to be, or the kids are where they need to be. And it's like just saying that itself kind of sounds bad, right? It's like, but it's not though, because it's like, what else would she be doing? Like working a job like me, and then like not like us not spending time.
Well, that's the other thing, like, I have a problem with. Like, so obviously when your children get older, you have more of an influence on them, and when you spend a little bit of time with them, it's more important. But my son's still 1.5 years old right now. If he were at a daycare for 8-9 hours a day, he'd be being technically raised by that daycare. Like all his thoughts and all his, you know, whatever you want to put into your child, like you can't really do that if they're not around you. You
want to raise your child, but you can't raise your child at a daycare that's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's focused on 10 other children. But like we said, there's people like my mom or other people in the world that we're not discrediting anybody that had to make certain sacrifices for their family, because it's better for a daycare to be watching your child than nobody.
And honestly, too, like I was telling Alyson to play devil's advocate, I was telling Alyson, too, we were talking about this, like driving, sometimes like maybe your dream was to be a doctor. Maybe you're a little girl and your dream was to be a doctor. Yeah. Like you can do that. You know what I'm saying? You can do that and still like.
The other thing too, though, it's like how much money are you gonna make at your job? Because like if you're only gonna make enough money to cover the grocery bill and daycare, don't work.
Yeah, literally, that's true.
Because you could cut those two bills out.
Or you're working because you want that new car. Like, just get rid of the car, stay home, and you know what I'm saying? Like, we're in the process of doing that.
Yeah, if you're like a doctor and you're making $100,000 a year, you're bringing $100,000 a year. Maybe you like being a doctor, you're making enough money that you guys are living luxurious, whatever, you know, whatever, cool. But like, if you're gonna like be like, I don't know, an ultrasound tech or something smaller where it's like still a good profession, but you're not making the most money. If over half your bill is going to daycare and groceries, like, why are you working to just pay for the things that you could be not spending money on?
Yeah, but to play devil advocate, I can kind of understand. Like, what if that was that little girl's dream? You know what I mean? Yeah, I get that in the sense of like, if you wanted to do this your whole life. And then
but
it's like at that case,
the thing too is though, like the only reason they want to do it their whole life is because it was kind of presented. Yeah. You never know anything until you were given the opportunity.
Yeah, or someone showed you.
Yeah. So like, this sounds terrible, but technically, if you never told her that she could do anything, she maybe would have never wanted to do anything.
Yeah, but
I know that sounds terrible, but I'm just saying.
But sometimes, like, people gravitate to certain things. Like, they'll see, like, she probably saw a lot of different things, and she was like, "Hey, I want to be a doctor." And then she looked into it, and maybe as she grown, she's like, "I really want to do it." Yeah. Which I like. I feel like you can still be a good mother and be a doctor. You know what I mean? It's just tough to be the mother you're supposed to do when like the society puts this on women, like they have to do these things. Yeah. And all we're saying is that it's okay not to. It's okay to be at home. It's okay to be a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah, I feel like there definitely are stay-at-home moms and they still exist and stuff like that, but I just feel like as society is moving and as things are moving, like it's more like kind of looked down upon rather than like
you need to be independent, girl.
Yeah.
You need to be out there catching a bag.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That or doing other crazy stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
we're not gonna get in. We're not gonna get into that. Okay.
Yeah. But
praise the Lord, Jesus Christ. Love you.
Yeah.
But and that's, we should talk about that. What's the foundation of your relationship? What is your foundation that you have your relationship on? Because if you don't have God in the center of your relationship, look, there's a verse in the Bible. It talks about how building your house on rock.
Yeah.
So when the storm comes,
versus
the house,
like sand or
yeah,
something,
versus building your house on the sand, because when the wind comes and it blows your house down, it's because you're not building your house on foundation.
Yeah.
And what is that foundation? That foundation is God. And as we grown into our relationship, it's crazy because I probably started going to church about like 5 months ago now.
Yeah.
And before I had God in my life when I was 16, right? Yeah, I was like fully into it, and then I kind of fell off and did my own thing. As Alyson kind of like grew, like as a woman, obviously she probably looks at like she wants to be my wife. She wants to make sure that she's doing the right things. She got into church, and I remember you not really being into that, and she's the one that kind of pushed me to go back to church, which is kind of crazy because it just goes back to the full circle of having foundation.
Mm-hmm.
Was that part of the reason why you kind of pushed me, because you felt like we needed something, or was it just like the moral, the good values in the beginning, obviously?
Well, let's preface this, because I feel like every single time Angel says that, he says it like I was an atheist or like a Satanist or something like that.
She's like, I hate every Christian.
Yeah. No, I wasn't. I was never anti-God. I was never anti-religion. I was, well, I guess, yeah, not even anti-religion. I was more anti-church and like the church setting, because I grew up like with Jewish, religion around me, and it's a little different, and it was just the way that it was taught and the way that it was forced, and like some of the things that they missed because of their religion, I didn't agree with, and I thought it was, a little ridiculous, or some of the things they told me I thought was a little ridiculous. So I just, I was just like, well, I can believe and I could think things on my own, and I obviously went through my own struggles and stuff like that. That is like, everybody questions and stuff. But
yeah.
But yeah, so I was never like an atheist, and I was never never a Satanist.
She was a Bible thumper. She was like, get that Christian stuff out of here when I first met her. No, I'm just joking.
No, but so no, but I have a kid, so yeah, it's whether or not, like, I wasn't completely at the stage where I am right now, but whether or not, like,
and we're still in the process. She's still in the process of growing her faith. I'm not gonna sit here and say that Alyson is like, you know what I mean, not like, I'm different because I've had God in my life. When I was 16, it was kind of like I kind of ran away from the God. I accepted Jesus as my Lord and Savior, and I kind of knew what his purpose was for me, but I was just kind of like, I'm gonna do my own thing, God. Alyson kind of like, it's just kind of like you had a different perspective on it.
Well, I'm jumping into a different religion.
Yeah.
So like I know I know the Bible well, and I know stuff like that, but I've never read the New Testament, what I mean, and stuff like that. So it's a little different.
Yeah.
But what's it called? But to the question about what, like, how we jumped into it and stuff, it was more Angel was going through some stuff with his family. Something happened in his family. So he was a little upset about that. I feel like it would have made him feel better. And also, too, I have a kid. So, like, I was thinking, what can I do that would be best for my kid? Because, like, at the end of the day, just like I said, me staying home, me growing his food, me doing all this stuff, everything I do is to do the best for my son. You know what I mean? So,
round of applause. Let's go.
So I was just like, well, let's take him. Let's see how it goes. It's good morals. It's good teachings. Like, at the end of the day, whether he believes or he doesn't believe, you can't force nobody to do nothing. At least he's going to learn some good values.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's good. And that's good. That's putting foundation, and that's honestly putting, this is how I look at it. Like, if you're grown up in the church, you know where the truth is. Yeah. A lot of times, like, when you see these celebrities or you see these people that stir away from God, but they always say, I grew up in the church. they either sometimes go back to the church because they know where that truth is. They know where to find the hope. And that's how I look at it. Like, obviously, I want to teach my son the morals and you know, I want him to love Jesus and I want him to do these things. But also, I want him to know the truth. Because if he's struggling in his life or whatever when he grows up, I want him to know, like, hey, I can help you as much as I can, but there's one that can really help you.
Yeah, and it's also like just giving him that sense of hope. You know what I mean? It's like you never can feel down or alone because like you have something. You know what I mean? So it's really just like.
Yeah, and I just feel like God gives you purpose in your life. Yeah. And it's like a lot of times we walk around with no purpose. We walk around lost, man. I've been lost like for the longest. Yeah. And you gotta think about too, like a kid growing up in the world today. You know what I mean? With how they're gonna feel in 10 years, 20 years. And that's what it is. It's like a lot of times we let what happened to us dictate what our life is gonna be. And then we find something to kind of navigate our life. We find an influence or we find a role model that we want to model our life after. Yeah. But not a lot of times these role models are the best for you. Well, also it's like sinful. You're not supposed to worship these people. You're not supposed to let these people. Yeah. At the end of the day, they're people. Yeah, they're just like you. There's no one that's higher than you. They might make more money than you. They might be on TV. They might be on the radio. But there's no one that's at a higher level than you are. Yeah. You know what I mean? Realistically, like how... spiritually or whatever, you know. And it's like, who more not to follow than God itself? The creator, the one that created everything. And it's like, I remember I was watching something and it was saying, like, somebody said something like, well, if God was all loving, why did he let these things happen to us? Like, why does he let all these bad things happen? And I just want to touch on this because I don't know why. I feel like maybe God's telling me to touch on it, honestly. But the dude was saying, like, when someone builds works on your roof and they install a new roof, right, and it like some years like maybe like 6 months pass, right, and a storm comes, right, and the shingles, some of the shingles break off, are you gonna blame the builder, or is it just the storm that knocked that over, that messed it, that damaged it? You're not gonna blame the builder, right? That's the same reason. It's like God gives us a free will. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. There's these evil things that come in your life, and we try to blame God for it. But it's not that. It's just, I don't know. And sometimes maybe it is. Maybe you need awakening. Maybe there's something you're not doing, or maybe it's a sign for you to just, this is not what you're supposed to be doing. Stop doing that. This is something bad to deter you from what you're doing. You know what I mean? Yeah. No, but yeah, it's just crazy, man, because I just thinking about like the purpose of what God gives you, and it's just like I'm thinking about me and Alyson's relationship and how the 5 months of we've been going to church, like it's been different for us. Like we kind of been, I don't know. I feel like we got through things quicker. I feel like before in the past we were like, if we had problems, it would be like, you know, string along. And it's like, I feel like having God as related, like in our foundation for our family, I feel like it's different. Yeah. But yeah. I mean, part of it too is just like the years. Like I feel like every year that we put in, it just gets easier. Yeah, and it's like, well, we got another year. Yeah, it's just like, hey, here's another year. But no, man, what was I gonna touch on too? I'm trying to remember. What were you gonna talk about? I wasn't gonna talk about anything. Oh my gosh. Alyson said everything. We made a whole dude, see, we're dropping stuff. I'm about to leave. I'm out of here. I'm in my pajamas, by the way. I just want to let you guys know that I'm at my house. Alyson is sleeping. I'm trying to keep it down. I ain't gonna lie, because I don't want to wake up. Yeah, we're not trying to be up all night. Yeah, for real. Because if I'm up all night, I'm gonna post something on the podcast on the story, and I'm gonna be like, "This is you guys' fault." Yeah. Okay, I didn't get no sleep. Yeah, and he's gonna be on the couch. Yeah. No, but yeah, I don't know. What else do you want to talk about?
What do you want to ask me?
Let me see. How does it feel to be with the most handsome man in the world?
It's okay.
It's okay?
Yeah.
Okay, that's hurtful.
I'm just
No, how does it feel to be a mother? Like, how does it feel to be a young mother? How do you feel?
It feels
No,
good.
like, how do you feel?
Okay.
No, tell me, like, how do you feel? Just keep interrupting you. I'm about to tell you.
What did that guy say? Like, what is he saying? Like, you get it? You get
Oh,
it?
yeah, he's like, you get what I'm saying? No, what he say? It's
I
a
forgot,
TikToker.
something like
Nobody,
that.
everybody's gonna be like, what are these people on? Like, are they okay? Do you guys need help? No, but how's it feel to be a young mother?
No, it's going. It's good.
It's going. Hate my life. I'm gonna go cry.
No, I don't hate
Alyson cried before we got on the podcast because she's so depressed now.
it. No, I did not.
No, because she's pregnant. Okay.
No, it's good. Like, it's been a good experience. It came natural, with Elias. Right now, though, being a mom and being a pregnant mom, it's like,
That ain't it.
it's not it. It's not it.
We don't recommend that. No, don't do that. It's not
Adopt the
fun.
second one.
Adopt it, or maybe just wait till the first one's a little older. Okay.
Yeah, even that. I feel like then that sucks because like.
Wait until they're 15 and then have another kid. Okay.
Yeah, but then you got another 18 years on that sentence.
Oh man. Alyson has this mentality. She's like, we should have all our kids young, and then when we're 40, we can just like.
Yeah,
go
we're
on
gonna be out
vacation.
in the Bahamas. Once my oldest is 18, he's watching all the rest of it. I'm going out. My other one's gonna be in high school.
Man, Elias, I'm sorry. Hey, I know you're gonna see this when you get older. I'm sorry, Papa. Okay, you're gonna have to be watching everybody because we about to be going out. We never got to live that lifestyle, but we about to go out.
No, yeah.
Nah, but yeah, no, like, just to touch, like, because I asked you. For me, can you ask me?
How's it like being a young dad? Well, kind of young dad.
I'm young. I'm 24. What you trying to say? Dang, man. See what I'm saying? I had my 24th birthday. Allison's like, you getting old. I'm like, I'm 24. Like,
Doesn't 24 just sound like 24?
no. It sounds young, man. Everybody says kid to me. Like,
Yeah,
young
but it's
man.
like the appearance.
I guess. You know what I'm saying? I still look young out here. I don't know what you're talking about. No, I'm just kidding. Let me not do too much before I get smacked in the head.
Yeah.
No, how's it being a young how's it being a young dad? Well, I'll tell you this. A young father, I'll tell you this much. I love it. My son is the best. He's handsome, just like me.
Literally. That's some stuff. Being pregnant for 9 months, going through labor with no medication, for your kid to come out looking just like their dad.
Hey, he look just like me. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Everything. You don't look like me.
no, he does. He got a little bit,
Yeah.
a little bit, but
A little bit of you.
yeah, a lot of me. But hey, I didn't have to do any of the work, so I just, hey, what's up, little me? How you doing? Hey, no, so, how's it being?
Wait, should we touch on that? How you didn't do any of the work, but you were the one gonna faint in the room?
Bro, oh my. Yes, we should touch on that. Do you want to talk about it?
Go ahead, it's your experience.
Okay, so like
I wasn't even there pretty much.
bruh, so Allison's like giving birth, right? I'm like, there's like 6 nurses in there. First of all, why is there so many people in there? Why are there so many nurses?
And then to believe this or not, there's literally a bright like ring light.
But we have a ring light on, and it's not even on us. But imagine a ring light on your face.
Yeah, it's not even like a ring light. It's like a spotlight for a theatrical play.
When they say they see the light, that's the ring light. They get in a picture ready for you when you get out. Like, it's just, man. But okay, so why is there so many nurses though? Like, there's no need. There's like, push, we pull, right? Why is there so many people there? Like, so basically when I saw these people, I'm like, is something going on, right? Anyways, that's besides the point. But it was just too many
Well,
people.
it was also like super like intense leading up to right before that moment.
Yeah, so
the last like 2 minutes were ridiculous.
they broke your water.
Yeah.
And then like, I remember this older black lady came in, right?
But yeah, no, well, they broke my water and like within 30 minutes I went. So if you don't know how birth works, you have to go from 0 to 10 centimeters. Yeah. So I went from literally 4 centimeters to 10 centimeters in like 30 minutes, which is not normal.
This black lady comes in, right? She's like, you could tell, like she ain't playing no games.
Yeah, she's a seasoned nurse. She's been there for a while.
She's been there for a while. She's like, yeah, we ready.
Yeah, she was like, where's she at? And then they were like, oh, well, she was on 4 centimeters a few minutes ago. She's like, she's not no more.
She's not 4 centimeters. And Alyson,
and then they were like, oh, yeah, she's ready to go.
Alyson was having the exorcism right there. Like, I was.
Well, I did it unmedicated.
Lord, please, because she was like, and I was like, I swear, like, so basically, Alyson's giving birth, right? I'm behind them, so they're like, she's
like
pushing.
on the side of the bed.
Yeah, I'm on the side of the bed. I'm just like, I don't even know what to do with my hand. I'm just like, I'm like touching it. It's okay. It's all right. Like, so I'm about to pass out. Like, I don't know why, but I felt like I was giving birth. And the nurses look at me. They're like, are you okay?
That's all I remember because, like, I obviously wasn't looking at him or paying attention to him. But I remember them asking if he's okay. I'm like, what about me?
They're
Am
like,
I okay?
They're like, are you okay? And I'm like, I need a water. I need something. Please help me. I'm going to pass out. Okay.
I didn't know birth would be so hard.
Yeah, but yeah, no, that's funny. So yeah, yeah, that was not a good experience for me. Don't recommend. No, just kidding. No.
You're like, don't be there.
Don't be there. Yeah, just sit over there at the corners, like kind of away from all the action. Still don't know why there was so many nurses there, but yeah, it was just. Yeah. But no. Can I answer the question that you asked me?
Go ahead, whatever.
No, but how's it being a young father? In a sense, I feel like it is a little me. So it's like, in a sense, I don't want to make any mistakes. Mm-hmm. Like. Because I know he looks up to me, and I know that he sees me as, like, you know, his dad. So it's like, I've been working on myself, man. I've been trying to work on myself. I've been trying to lose weight. I've been doing the podcast, chasing my dreams, doing the things that I want to do because I want to show my son that he could do that. Yeah. I feel like a lot, like, as I grew up as a young man, I don't want to say nobody. I don't want to like discredit people, but I feel like in a sense, really nobody believed in me, and I didn't have any role models in a sense of where I wanted to be in my life. Yeah. And when I wanted to chase things, they were kind of shut down, or like, oh, you got to think about this, or what about this, or I don't think it's gonna work out.
More of like a pessimistic, realistic approach.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't want that for my kids. So I want to do the things that I want to do because I want to show them, like, you can do it too. Yeah. Like, don't worry about it.
Don't put all your chips in one basket. Don't be homeless. Like, do something, work a job, and do what you want to do, but still do what you want to do.
And we were talking about this the other day about, like, a lot of times we put these expectations on us of where you can't chase a dream and work a job. Mm-hmm. You can work a job and chase a dream. Just work a job. It's
what you make time for. Yes. So you can do anything in the world that you want to do as long as you make time for it. Yeah. Well, if you work a few more jobs, if you're not as financially stable, if all these different things, it might take you longer. Yeah. But you can still chase it. You know what I mean? It's what you make time for. So is it worth it to you to make time for it or not? That's what it is.
True. If you really want it, then you'll go and get it. You'll make the time for it. Yeah. And I feel like for young adults, that's the best time for you to chase your dream because at that time you don't... I'm sorry. I drank some tea earlier and it's kind of, I don't know what's going on. But as a young adult, you have more time to chase those dreams. Yeah. So it's like, use that, man.
Plus
work at the energy. McDonald's, man. Yeah. Go do something that, you know what I'm saying? Who cares? At the end of the day, you're working. You're making money to support. I look at it like this. You're making money to support your dream. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Whether you want to do that for the rest of your life or not, it don't matter because what you're working on is what you want to do for the rest of your life. So go at that as hard as you can so that can be what you do. But have a job to make some money to get you through in the meantime.
To also just to fund it. To fund your dream in a way to where you can do it. Yeah. And that's basically the values I want to show my son is like I want him to be able to do the things that he wants to do, and I don't want to put any limitations on him. Yeah. Now, if he say something crazy, I'm be like, yo, bro, chill out. Well, no, but not even that though.
No, even that. Like I said, don't put all your chips in one basket, but follow your dream as much as you can. Even if you're 5 foot, you want to be a basketball player. Maybe you won't be an NBA player.
Yeah,
but you can play basketball.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
No, it's
you could be really good. You could dribble really good or something, but.
Yeah, and also too, it's like everybody starts somewhere. Yeah. Everybody starts somewhere. Like, if you take the best rapper, like let's say you take Eminem when he first started, he probably wasn't good at all. Yeah. But and then what did he do?
Put the time in.
Put the time in. He put consistency in it, and now he's like one of the best rappers, whatever.
And if you notice too, it's like the people.
Arguably the best rappers.
But. Yeah, it's like one of like if you think about it too, it's like the people that actually don't have nothing that actually come out on top because they're grinding for it. They want to get to the top. You know what I mean? So it's like you don't have to be like, oh well, I don't have a good start, or oh I don't, I got to do this and that. Like maybe you have to do this and that, but make time for what you want to do.
But you know what I was gonna say too, like from that aspect, it's kind of good in a way when you have something to prove.
Yeah.
It kind of pushes like the motivation. It pushes you to do it.
Yeah.
I feel like the people that have something to prove that didn't have much are the ones that end up like succeeding the most.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah. And then it's part of your story too. It's like, man, like it's part of your story. So like when you get to where you want to be, I'm like, man, I remember I was doing this.
Yeah.
I remember when I did this. I remember when we were like in an apartment and we freaking had no water pressure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember when, like,
yeah,
just
whatever life scenarios,
whatever it is. But yeah, man. So like, that's what I want to like show my son. Like, is I look at as a young adult, a young father is. I want to instill these values in him, and I also want him to have a foundation of God. And also too, man, I just want to. I want to teach like my son. I want to teach. I don't want to force it on him, but health, man. I think health is something that we really don't talk about.
Well, that's the other thing too. Like, we did a few podcasts before this, but in a different podcast we were talking about like how if you give your kid patience and you like just show example, they want to do the things you do. So if you're taking care of yourself, you're going to the gym. Like right now, Angel works out at home sometimes, and Alyson is already working out with him.
He has like a little 2. Okay, this is the cutest thing ever. He has a 2-pound weight.
Yeah.
He grabs it and does squats with me. Okay. Mm-hmm. Does your son do that? Okay,
he
back
gets
off.
Down. He does push-ups with him.
He does push-ups. He tries to do sit-ups. I do planks and he'll get down with me and like goes like this and then like he'll get up with me.
Yeah.
So it's just like that too. It's like we don't install health in our children and I feel like it's really important to do that. Like that's one thing that I wish that I kind of did as when I was younger is took my health a little bit more serious.
Yeah.
Because like and the time passes, you kind of pay for it and then you have to kind of work.
You never think when you're a kid that you're gonna be an adult one day. Not necessarily, you're gonna be an adult, but like you never think about being 80 and like having to deal with health issues or being 20 and having to deal with health issues or being, you know what I mean? Like you don't think as a kid like, oh, what I'm doing right now is gonna affect me in the future.
And I feel like at a certain extent, like be a kid, like eat what you want, but also it's like when you get to a certain age, it can you know what I mean? Like when I was like 15, 14, I was so chubby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like I would be
also part of that too is like not the allowance of it because that sounds terrible, but like feeding into it, I guess. I feel like a lot of people feed into it or give you like mentally feed that to you, like, oh, you're chubby, or oh, your mom's chubby, or oh, your dad's chubby, or whatever.
You're fat. You're always gonna be fat.
So then you're just like, okay, then give me another, whatever I'm eating.
Hey, let me get another tostada.
Yeah.
Let me get some more tacos.
Yeah.
Story of my life.
Yeah.
I told my abuela, I said, stop giving me tacos, please. I don't need no more tacos. She's like, you better eat all your tacos. You know what I remember when I was a kid? You know what's funny when you're a kid? You know how when you're a kid you go to a party, right? And you never want to eat your food because you just want to play?
Yeah.
And then And then your grandma's like, you better eat because we don't have no food at the house. So and then you're like, no, yeah, I know, I'm gonna eat. And then you go play, and then we go home, and you're like, I'm hungry. You get smacked with the chancla.
That's why you always gotta take 2 to-go plates.
Yeah, true. That's true. Or that's why you just need to eat.
Yeah.
So all the little kids, eat your food because you know there ain't no food at the house, and you know they have fire food there, and you knew that, but you decided to go play. Yeah, okay, listen to your parents. Literally. Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, I think we touched on a little bit of everything. It was good. It was good. Definitely gonna have Alyson on again. Yeah. Don't know when. Because you embarrass me? No, just kidding.
That's like extremely rude.
I'm just playing. Allison's like, honestly, like Alyson got out of her shell because we did record literally 4 podcasts before this. Yeah. And it was good to see.
Yeah, I'm back down again though now because I'm tired. Man. Yeah.
She's about to fall asleep. She was literally falling asleep right here. I was like, you need to wake up.
Yeah, like we had to wait for these fights to be over first. And I was just like,
yeah, I was watching UFC.
Am I going to be up when these fights are over?
Speaking of UFC, make sure you guys go check out my other podcast, MMA Amateur Report, with my brother. If you guys want to get
Are you auctioning something up?
No, you like when they say something.
No, I know, but you know what I'm talking about? That's what it turned into.
Literally. Yeah, so I know this is a weird setup, but this might be our setup for a little bit. I know you guys are like, where's David at? David got a lot going on. He's running his business, doing some stuff with his business, and yeah, we're probably gonna have him on as a guest, but either that, it's just gonna be me and a guest, and probably Alyson, just because she's the most available. Yeah, Mrs. Home all the time. No, actually, she works. She's talking about all this stuff about work, but she works
right now. It's a necessity right now.
I'm like, what's your goal in life? She's like, to not work. Yeah. So make it happen. I'm like, okay.
And that's how it should be.
No, but yeah, no, I love it. I appreciate you guys listening. Yeah, I appreciate you guys listening. Can you listen? So we're starting a segment.
Oh, yeah.
Segment is called...
This is my advice to you.
This is my advice to you. And basically, it's any situation that you're going through in your life that you want a little light on. I'm not a licensed therapist at any means, or whatever. I'm not a licensed therapist, okay? Obviously. But we are going to get a licensed therapist on the next episode. Mm-hmm.
And then you can watch this one and watch the next one and see if you think it's the same person or if it's a different person.
Literally, it's Allison's mom, and they have the same exact voice. Literally.
So if you watch audio, you're not gonna believe that we're doing.
You're like, is this his wife? I don't know. But
she sounds like she's talking different, but
exactly the same. I'm confused. No, but so. We're doing a segment called, well, this is my advice to you. So if you have anything that you're going through that you guys need advice, DM me on Instagram at Last Sunday Podcast, or email me at lastsundaypodcast at gmail.com, or you can message me on Messenger on Facebook. Yeah, we're just trying to help you out. You know what I'm saying? See what you need. Yeah. Anyways, she's a weirdo. I appreciate you guys listening to this terrible episode. I was just kidding.
That's like, I don't know what your problem is.
I was just playing. I like to mess with you.
Never mind.
What?
I'm not gonna say it.
What are we gonna say?
I was gonna say, am I the anti-feminist or you?
Anyways, let's get this lady off. Women are not supposed to be on podcasts. You're supposed to be at home cooking and cleaning, okay?
I already got that done.
Oh my! Actually, no. It looks a little dirty around here.
Oh, does it?
We're shooting at my crib. Anyways, thank you guys for listening and tuning in. Catch you on the next one. Peace.